Hey guys and gals, Froggy here. This is the first time I'm shooting a video on my new Moto X smartphone, so we'll see how it comes out. And I may switch back to my old camera, I don't know. This is my Lexus rx350, it's a 2012, and I'm going to do a wax job on it. I took it to the car wash this morning, and I probably should have washed it myself, but I had a coupon, and I thought it'd be a good day. Actually, it was a very busy day because it's Martin Luther King Day, so it seems like everybody was getting their car washed. Anyway, what you need is a bucket with some water in it. I like a little bit of warm water, and a couple of waxing pads. Those are terry cloth. You can also use the microfiber ones, they're pretty nice. And what I'm doing today, which is unusual, is I'm going to use 3 different waxes. And the reason I'm going to do that is because they've all got a little bit left over and I want to use them up. New Finish I've used off and on for years. It's a good wax. NXT Tech Wax is my favorite one right now. And I have some, it's Meguiar's product, and I've got some Meguiar's glaze, which is upside down because the bottom of it broke out there when I was using it on another Lexus, the IS300. So I want to use that up. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with using different kinds of wax on the same car. Yeah, a real purist might argue that, but this is not a Ferrari. It's an rx350 commuter car, so I'm going to put 3 different kinds of wax on it. What do you think of that? You want to wax in small sections. What I like to do is I'll do like a half a hood and then the other half a hood, and then I'll come back and polish out the one that's dry. And I'll just go from, then I'll go to a fender, then I'll do the other half of the hood, then I'll go to a door, then I'll do the fender, and so on and so forth. So I'm always moving to different parts of the car. I'm letting the wax dry, but I'm not letting it dry too much. And as you can see, I've got the car in the garage because it's a bright sunny day here in Southern California, so you don't want to wax the car out in the sun. So let's get started. I'm going to put the camera down from time to time and get my products and my tools lined up, and then we'll give it a go. Put the wax on your pad like that, and a little bit of it dripped off onto the hood. That's fine. And then I'm gonna just rub it in circular motions like that. Now this hood is, yeah, it's a little bit warm because I was driving the car, but not too bad. So just nice and easy. The reason why you want to use a small pad is so you can get up into the little corner areas and not go over onto the plastic, which you don't want to get wax on. Some wax will leave a white residue on the plastic. Most wax actually will leave a white residue. I'm not going to shoot this whole thing, but I'm just showing you how I go in circles. I've also got a power waxer, a random orbit porta cable, but I'm not going to use that today. I'm just going to do this by hand. Okay, now let's see if I can show you the wax that I put on there. I did the whole hood. You might be able to see that a bit. And now I'm going to take half of it off, the first half that I did, driver's side, and then I'm going to go wax another section. I'll do this fender, and then I'll go back to the other side of the hood, and so on and so forth, alternating. But the first one that you do, you have to do 2 sections. So now it should come off pretty easy. I'm going to use a microfiber towel to take it off. I've got a pile of those right there, and well, let me show you how it comes off. Now you want to keep folding and exposing new parts of the microfiber towel each time. You know, just get it clean. You can You probably do a whole section with a quarter one side, and then you do the other side with quarters too, but just do circles again and wipe it off. Now this hood is really in good shape, really in excellent shape. The car's got 25,000 miles on it, and it's pretty much perfect. Now if you get a little, I'm not going to do a clay bar on this. Some of my older cars I've done clay bars, and you can look on Froggy's Garage channel for examples of using clay on your hood. That's when you've got a lot of environmental buildup of little specks, basically dirt, ash, salt, whatever. And but this one's nice. If you do come across something like some bee pollen, you know, that golden colored bee stuff that deposits on the car, just use your fingernail. If it comes off, then it's good. If your fingernail catches on something, then you've got a mark from a rock. You've got something that you'll have to touch up with some paint. And I show you how to do that too on some of the other videos. But here's how you get it off, just like this, just like I'm doing now. See how nice and easy it comes off? It should come off easy. If it's harder than that, then you've let it dry too long, or something else is going wrong with your application. It should come off easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, I can get some little lighting there from the lights up on the ceiling. And if I was using my porta cable tool, it's the same thing. It's the same motion that the porta cable tool does. So that's that section. I'm going to go wax another section. I won't show you every time I wax a section or buff it out, but I'll just jump in from now and then and show you how it's coming. Got wax on that corner right there, and everything else is done. So now I'm moving on to this door. I'm going to put wax on that door, then go over to that corner, then the next door, and then on to the back doors. And then I'll do about half of the roof, and I'm going to have to turn the car around because, as you can see, the back of the car is in the bright sunlight there, and I can't put wax on that. It's too hot. The wax won't get a chance to work. The wax will just instantly dry up. And you've got to rub the wax into the paint. You're actually sort of mechanically and sort of chemically, you're working the wax into the paint. My wax is pretty much finished off, so I have got the nose of the car is done, the hood, the nose, the fenders, both the doors are done, and I want to do a little bit of the top side before I turn it around, half or even more, maybe even the whole top side because it's in the shade. So I'm going to switch pads because I'm switching wax. You do want to do that. And I'm going to put on some of that, not the NXT, put on some of that new finish next. So we're going to do the back doors and the roof. Oh, I've got this half, the driver's side half of the roof done. I didn't do that back quarter panel yet though, but I've got everything else done except that quarter panel, and I'm going to do the passenger side of the roof, and that you can see it's got wax on it. That's a good example there. See how shiny that door is, and you see how dull that quarter panel is. That's because it's covered with wax. Actually, it's out of the sun, so I was able to do the whole roof. I will end up doing the whole roof in this quarter panel, and I'll just have to do the back bumper and that other quarter panel after I turn the car around. Okay, there it is turned around, and now we got to just do that quarter panel right there, and the back side and the trunk. So we're almost there. On I don't know if I'm going to put any wax on the wheels or not. Those are painted wheels, so those can be waxed just like the paint on the car can be waxed. And we'll see if we have time. That's about it. I'm going to show you one other thing. This piece of black plastic strip, well, I'm glad it's there because it prevents scratches on the painted bumper, but it doesn't stay real black looking for very long. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years if you park your car in the garage all the time. But this car, when it's at work, it's parked outside, so I'm going to use something called Back to Black, and I'm going to coat it. It's a milky looking. Here, I'll show you. You just rub it in. It's like that. And if you get a little on the paint, just wipe it off the paint. It won't hurt anything. I'm going to rub that in, and it sort of conditions this, and it'll make it look good for a few months, maybe 4 or 6 months. Then you'll have to do it again. Okay? I'm just going to show you. I try to do one even spot here, and I got a little flashlight. I want to show you the difference between when it looks nice and black, and then that's the original sun bleached kind of a gray. So it'll make a big difference. It'll make that black strip really pop out and look nice. See it? Right there. One more spot right here. No matter how clean your hands, you think your hands might be, there's always something that gets a little dirty in this area here where you pull. So Froggy, and also here where you step. So Froggy has some cleaner. It's leather and vinyl cleaner that I always hit those sections there whenever I do a wax job.